Now, as a black man, it's two things we don't do. Number one, touch a black woman's purse. And number two, we definitely don't touch a black woman's hair. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the hair industry. Why is it that the hair industry is rocking and rolling, but our community, not so much? How can we get involved? How can we profit from the hair industry? So come along with this conversation and make some painful profits together, y'all. Peace. So this might be naive as a black man, but are those dreads or they actually braids?
These are dreads.
Really? Okay.
You know, when I got pregnant with my son, I said I'm going to lock my hair up. I didn't want to do anything with my hair, so I decided to lock my hair, and I just feel so liberated.
Really?
Why do you ask?
So literally like 2 days ago, me and my wife had the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
She has her hair. It's natural, beautifully natural. She's like, I'm thinking about locking my hair.
Yeah.
And when I think of dreadlocks, I think of dreads.
Yes.
Right? Rastafari.
Yes, Rastafari.
Yeah. So I just, man, it's a lot of money this been. Like, how much do you spend in hair care products?
So here's the thing. Prior to me getting my locks, I probably would spend between buying hair, getting someone to install it, probably spending like $1,000. Wow. So that's another reason why I decided to lock my hair, because it's, I'm able to save a little more money, even though now I still spend maybe about $100 a month.
Okay.
Maybe $150 if I'm buying some product. Okay. But I've saved so much money. And it's so crazy that you asked me that, because as a black woman, I'm always saying, I'm going to these stores and giving them so much money for hair and things like that. And I'm like, I could probably use that money myself and invest that back into myself, or invest that in other ways. So it's so funny that you asked me that, because it's been a lot of wasting money.
Yeah, in our community, that's one thing that I wish we did a better job of. So like the hair care products, the weave shots, the wig shots, about 90 to 95% is owned by Asians.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And so you think about all those stores are in the African American community, but we're not able to profit off of that.
That's right.
And it's like a catch-22, because they have connections. So, if you're in the industry for so long, you have the connections to the wholesalers who's selling the wigs. You have connections to the individuals who's manufacturing the wigs.
Now, let me ask you this. Do we not have those connections because we're not allowed to have those connections, you think? Or do we not have those connections because maybe we don't know how to network as well? What do you think that comes from?
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah.
So first off, money talks, right? Mm-hmm. So if I'm this huge corporation that has relationships, I could place an order for $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, right, compared to a small mom and pops, trying to get my business started for $10,000. So money talks. So I think that's one thing, but I also think it's networking as well.
Well, let me ask you this. So as a sister, right? And I often do, sisters, we like to get our hair done. We like to eat garlic crabs. And like you say,
garlic crabs.
We want to go get some crabs. And the Asians, nothing against the Asians, but they run in that.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think we can do to change that? If we are probably 95% of the consumer, I just feel like we should be 95% of the business owner.
That's true. We try to first off, we have to set business, right? Because when we think about investing is putting your money in something. Mm-hmm. So from a business standpoint, we need to get our business together. I think we would need to create our own network. The cheapest way is to do it on the internet, right? So we have a lot of people saying, hey, I know a person who can do this. I know a person who can do that. I know a person who can find hair. I know a person who can ship things to us for cheaper. So once we have a network of business, that'll help. And as everybody comes with their ideas, as we have investors, preferably our community as investors.
Why do you feel like sometimes in our community, it feels like it's harder to get the buy-in from investors?
That's a good question. So my personal opinion is that because we see so many individuals get scammed, and typically a lot of the scamming is done in our community, we're weary. So we put up those blockers, right? I don't want to do business with you. It's a great idea, but I just don't trust you. So we rather go to another community because they feel as if they won't be hoodwinked,
right?
Or they don't, or we don't have the knowledge, which is just not true.
It's absolutely not true. And I'm actually, I what you're saying is so true because I've had that feeling before. But as I'm getting older, and I'm really starting to feel that it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when I go get my nails done, I go get my lashes done, I feel like I'm hoodwinked.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, am I brainwashed to think that they have a better product or they have better customer service? Because you're always hearing, oh man, you go to a black business and the service is bad. But I'm like, when I go there, I get bad service too. So it could be just a perception, and we've got to change that perception.
Perception is reality though, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I know we talked about celebrities before. So let's think about if a celebrity that we all knew had their own online hair product business where we can buy weave, wigs. First off, we would trust them because they're a celebrity, right? If they have the money, then of course, they're able to get stuff at a better price or an equal price.
Right.
Because if you had a chance to buy a wig for $10 or a wig for $50, I support my people, but I ain't buying no $50.
Exactly.
Right? And I have no idea how much wigs are, so I don't
know what you mean, but they're able to buy in bulk, which means they may be able to provide a little more of a discount.
Correct. Yeah. So I think if we had our celebrities or our more famous individuals, African American, setting something up like that, I think that would definitely help us from a beauty standpoint.
Absolutely.